Hi everyone, it's Kristi. Welcome back to my channel. I am here to continue on with our Beautiful Basics journal. I've gone through and cut out some ephemera. I'm not going to use everything in this collection. There's just too much for one journal. There's plenty of ephemera and background pages and everything. So I've just pulled out a few things and cut them out. And I've gone through and kind of put them where I think I might want them in the book. I think I'm just going to go with my lace ribbon that I love, and I may come back and put some on the cover, but I'm going to do that last. I don't know exactly what I want to do. I did have another Tsunami Rose page that was postcards, and I think they all have butterflies on them, but I thought they would work perfectly with this. But I have this one large envelope, so I've done some different things. I have this envelope, and I thought this and this would make a great tuck spot. So I just want to play with this, and this is just, you don't have to use everything in a collection the way it's intended, This envelope, it will fit in here, okay? But I like to have two of everything, so I probably should have printed out two of these, but the way we're going to do this, I'm going to cut off the long flaps and use this for tuck spots. And then we have these folds here. Normally, I could use them for anything, but they do have these little dotted lines here. And we're going to take care of that. That's just to show you where to fold. We're going to take care of that, but I thought I might cut these flaps off and then, well, let's just do it. Quit talking and do. So I'm going to cut this one off, and that'll make a nice tuck spot. And then I'm going to cut this one off. Just trying to line it up with my gutter there. And cut that one off. And it doesn't matter that they're not the same. I'll put one in the front, one in the back. And then I have this. And so what I thought I might do with this is cut it exactly in half and then use it as a flip over on a page. So basically a top tuck. So I need to figure out where the center is. So just this portion looks like it's about 6 1/4. So I'm going to do 3 1/8 from this side. That should be, we'll see, right about there. Cut it right in half, and now I have two flip overs. So let's get the my scoreboard will help me make these little things fold easier. It's like that, and that will flip over a page like that, and we will use it. And I wrote some notes I forgot to erase, so same thing with this one. Just line that up. Sometimes it's easier just to line it up where you want to fold it. Just like that. And then of course I'm going to have to ink those. I did ink a lot of things, but I didn't ink everything. So let's ink these up real quick. You're not really going to notice those dotted lines now that I've inked over it, so that's cool. There is already some inking on here because I did that the other day. And I'm using the walnut stain distress oxide. I do like this color darker. So let me find my pencil and erase. I lost my favorite one. I have a pink one of these. Actually, it's not even this. It's I have a nice set of pencils that have a cap on the back, And I don't know what I did with my pink one. It kind of wandered off. You know how pens and pencils kind of wander off sometimes. So I'm going to carefully fold that back because it looks like it's a little distressed there and I don't want it to crack on me. But I do want this side to be a little bit more distressed because this will be removable and you could journal on the back. So I'm just going to kind of put some of this on there very lightly. Okay, so there's one, and then we'll do this one. You get the idea. And then we'll do those other two for, oh, forgot to erase this. Sometimes I write notes to myself because I'll have a good idea and then I'll come back the next day and I'll be like, now what was that good idea I had? If I don't do it right then. And then sometimes I come back and read my notes and I have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah. Anybody else ever do that? I'm like, am I even speaking English? I don't know. Okay, so 2 flip overs, and then we will glue these down. These don't need to be portable. These can be attached to the page, and we will embellish these a bit. I'm gonna, of course, add lace, but I don't want it to be overly decorated because we're doing a beautiful basics journal, but I just wanted to show you some things that you could do with just an envelope. Let's see, how about here? Let's do a flip over here. Put on that side, that on that side. What do I do with my paper clips? That's not my paper clips. I got these paper clips are not quite normal size. I don't know where they came from. Where's my bone folder now? Gee whiz. See, this is what happens when I clean up my desk. I'll make sure that I'm on the same page here. And then we'll just go through and start decorating. So I know I've got another, there's got to be another page in here. I didn't decorate that one, and I didn't decorate that one. I don't think I want it here where the envelope is, so I'm going to do it here. So we'll just attach this here. These paper clips are not going to necessarily stay here because we're going to attach things, but oops. I always try to do it this way so that I know I have it on the same page on this side. But see, you could leave that, and I had another paper clip, and it's already decorative already, so that'll look cool. Okay, so let's just start at the beginning. I have a postcard here, which I think I'm just going to run some lace across the bottom, and just that simplicity of it adds so much. And you know, this is Dollar Tree ribbon, so it didn't cost me an arm and a leg. I'm going to leave it hang off just a tad. I'm going to check the back. I like to have it hanging off where the little dot in the middle of that bottom motif is along the edge, but that's just me. There's no right or wrong here. Trim that off. Trim that off. I'm not going to be adding beads or anything like that, but just that simple amount has added added a decoration. Like I said, you can embellish as much or as little as you like. Sometimes I feel like doing more, sometimes I don't. I usually leave this maybe 1/4 of an inch. I'm just gonna kind of center it there. I accidentally, well, not accidentally, these were printed out with a border. I guess it's not accidentally. They weren't printed on borderless. I usually print everything on borderless. But I think these were printed like an 8 by 10. And so they're a tad smaller. But we've got these tags, and I think I may just use some seam binding in these. Well, that's white. Let's see. Let's use this seam bind. Boy, I do go through the seam binding, the white especially, because I color it, dye it. But let's use this. I usually will do about a 6-inch piece. That's about as small as I can still get my fingers around. So let's punch a hole. I'm not going to do this entire journal with you. I'm going to, because I've got several pockets like this, and I'm thinking, you know, if I show you one, you can figure out how to do the others. I may have, I'm pretty sure I have 4 of these. And then we have some envelopes that I'd like to turn into some tuck spots / pockets. And so we'll just go through and do the unique things, and I think the rest we'll leave. And I will finish and come back with a flip through. So this video might be a little bit longer, just so that we can get it all done in one video. We'll see. If I feel like it's way too long, then I might break it up. I did put a little bit of ink on the back of these just to take down a little bit of that white. And I may fast forward through some of my fidgeting with my fat fingers. There we go. Okay. So now this I did not ink, so let's, I'm just going to kind of come along just to break down some of that white area. It just makes it kind of fun. So, you know, I think I wanted to round the corners on this, so I'm going to go ahead and round the corners before I do the front. Yeah, I like the way, and sometimes rounding the corners will help you get it in and out of the pocket. This pocket's plenty big enough, but I think it looks cool. And the tags, you know, are straight lines, so I'm going to go back around the corners here where I trim those off. Okay. I don't think this has a right or wrong way around, so I'm just going to stick that in the pocket. Oh no, I lied. I'm going to have to trim that down a bit. So let's get these in here. And you know what? I might I might hold this out and put it in a tuck spot. That way I don't have to cut it down. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so the envelope that we deconstructed had 2 cards that could go inside, and all I did was split them apart and cut the corners off and made a tuck spot out of them. Now this one, I forgot to flip it over and do the opposite side, and I didn't really want a pocket to go this way, so I cut this part off the bottom and I turned it this way, and I'm going to put this on here. So we're going to ink this up first. And I think I'm going to go ahead and there again run some lace, but instead of putting the lace across the bottom, I want to put it across the pocket. So let's do that. Didn't need to ink this side, I guess. Alright, I'm going to do the flat side, and I'm going just a tad over because I want this to be all the way. I don't want it to run short. Because of the angle, you got to go a little bit over. And that way, when you trim this off, it looks like it goes all the way up here. Okay. The glue wasn't quite dry. So I hope everyone had a great weekend. Today is Monday. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm getting an early start. Yesterday, our internet was down for 7 hours, and you don't realize how much you use the internet until it's not there, and then you're asking Alexa to do things, and oops.
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
Stop, Alexa. Yeah, I forgot she was going to respond. Sorry, I don't have an answer for that. Anyway, she didn't work when the Wi-Fi was off, and Xfinity kept telling me there was no outage, but when I would look, just on other websites, they would say, a lot of people were down in our zip codes around here, and I don't know what the deal was. A lot of people say it's the sun flares. I don't know. Because we had some friends over, and one of them didn't even have cell phone reception because of it, whatever it was. Anyway, yeah, kind of weird. All right. So there we have that. And I think I'm going to cut off this one little piece right here. I can tuck that under something else. Just making it up as I go, but I think that'll fit much better. Yeah, I don't mind if it goes over the lace a little bit. Let's put something behind it. Let's use, I had a little piece of, you know what, I don't want to add anything else. See, that's the tendency, is to just keep adding and keep adding. But I want to keep this basic, so I want to show you that you don't have to do, you can do whatever you want, you can do all the extra, but you don't have to make it beautiful. And especially if you start with a designer kit. Tsunami Rose has some awesome stuff. In fact, I have been eyeballing her sunflower kit, so that may be what I do for August. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to put it about 1/8 from the corner there, barely going over the lace. Did I put glue on this side? No. Okay, good. I could have put this a little closer to the edge, would have given me more room here, but that's okay. This was the booklet that, no, let me rephrase that. This is a booklet. It was a file folder, and I just trimmed it down because it was a little, because I printed it out on borderless, it was a little larger than I wanted it to be, and so I trimmed it down to just a little booklet, and it works perfectly. So that will go right inside that pocket. Okay, perfect. All right, let's see what's next. Okay, that's another postcard pocket. Here's the flip over. The flip over is simply that, a flip over. So I think I already inked this. I think I'm just going to run some lace across the bottom, and that will be, you know, kind of balance out our book. I forgot to refill my glue. You've never heard that before. I never realized how much glue I use until I want to do a project and I'm out. Got a little bit of excess. Just kind of even it up. I did pretty good on that one. Okay. Fingers are tacky. You know what? This big card, I think I'm going to stick under here. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so we're going to flip this over the page, and this can be a tuck spot on either side, okay? Because you can tuck something under there, but I am going to tuck this right there. Love it. Perfect. See, it all works out. Alright, so what else we've got? Okay, so these, and for some reason these are so tight and I'm in danger of ripping my paper. I have to be careful taking them off. Okay, so we've got another tag here, and just gonna punch the hole. But I think I want to put that inside of here. So I'm going to score on these lines real quick. Whoops. And okay. So, this is just like a little coin envelope. So I think I'm going to glue it like such, but I'm wondering, I think I might want to glue this down. So I'm going to glue this top piece down. You could cut it off, but I think it'll make it extra sturdy for getting things in and out of the pocket. And then I am going to glue it closed. And the way I'm going to do that is line of glue here and line of glue here. And that way I know I've covered my bases, or my flaps as the case should be. And this will go over that. Now, this will be a bumper, so the tag may or may not get stuck on there, but I think it's deep enough that I don't have to worry about that. So let's ink this again. You can see that dotted line, and it will mostly disappear with the ink, but I am going to put the lace on the top edge of this piece. And you will no longer notice the dotted lines at all. Now, so you have the pocket inside, and I'm going to glue this on in an L shape, so it'll be a tuck spot in the back as well. So I'm not going to do the tag. You know how to do the tag, and that's perfect. So I'm just going to glue this down. Okay. Right here. So that was an envelope. It could have just been hung over the page. Get this little excess glue off here. And but we turned it into a pocket, aka we turned it into a pocket and also a tuck spot. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right. And there again, just that little bit of lace elevates it. So when I get the, oh, I already punched a hole. Let's just go ahead and do this. Okay. Wow, I kind of fishtailed it even. I roll this because it's not a whole 1/4 inch punch. It's 3/16, which is just slightly smaller. It's just easier to get it through the hole when I roll it. I've got 1 minute and 22 seconds on this portion of the video. So I'm going to trim these and then start and stop the next portion. And there we go. Okay. Be back in a sec. Okay, got another 29 minutes. So now we're up to this envelope, and I'm going to run some lace down the side. It's always nice when there's a line there for you to follow. And I am going to do it the flat edge there. All right, and now the hard part. Not hard, but follow that edge. I am not the greatest cutter in the world. There's some glue on there I'm trying to get off. All right, so we're going to have to find something to tuck under there, but I still have a lot of ephemera over here. That will work. Okay, so I'm only going to glue this edge. Like so, and then I'm just going to somewhat center this. So let's see. Close is good enough. There we go. Okay. So I have some ephemera cards over here on the side that I'll probably tuck one under there. And there's another envelope. Let's see what's left here. And we have an envelope, a real envelope. Now, we'll probably stick a tag or something in there. Here's 2 more postcards. Okay, so we've gone through the whole thing. The only thing that I think I might want to do is I have these little corner pieces that I cut off and from this piece, and I think that has the envelope piece there. So let's find, there was another page that I didn't have any decoration on. Oh no, I know what I was going to do with it. I was going to take that one envelope, this one, and use these for a little corner tuck on here. So I'm going to put a little bit of ink on here. I should have done this before I sewed them in. I did just use a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, but if I had done this ahead of time, I could also get this edge a little better, but that's okay. We're not going for perfection. That's the whole idea here. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is just, I should have saved the piece that I had from before, but I am going to glue this, or yeah, glue this at an angle, I mean on the L side, like this, and we'll find some little small something to stick in there. But I think I want to just attach a little piece of lace, and I'll just put this little piece over the top. We use all the pieces, and I want to there we go. Any person purchasing a ticket will please give their full name and coupon to the seller. Just like that. Not hard at all. So I have all these tags over here, like the one we used up here, and I think I might cut some of the tag pieces off the top and use them as just, it'll be shorter. I can use them as journal cards. What else? Well, I think that's it. So I'm going to continue on, finish up this, doing exactly what I just showed you that I was doing, and then we'll be back with a flip through. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.